Today is Friday, July 25th, and this is your forecast for the central United States. And with a front pushing south, there have been some scattered showers and storms for the Midwest down into the Ohio Valley. That front's still there, so that's where we're going to start things off on this Friday morning. It's this front here that's causing some trouble. Scattered showers and storms along that front. Most of the storms are behaving themselves. In other words, they're not producing damaging winds or large hail or any tornadoes, but there are going to be a few stronger storms in here. Got some downpours in the lower Mississippi Valley. There's a wave of low pressure here. Watching also for a low chance of tropical development, but it's sending quite a bit of moisture up into the lower Mississippi. Here's a look at the forecast today in the Midwest. 88 today in Grand Rapids, feeling the heat with some scattered showers and storms mainly this morning as that front shifts south, and then they'll settle basically from Cleveland to just south of Chicago by this afternoon. So north of that front, we're trying to knock the humidity down, but I don't think we're going to get a whole lot of relief since that front's not really in a hurry to push down to the south. Scattered showers and storms from Pittsburgh to Cincinnati, Louisville, over to St. Louis. And again, some of these storms could really pack quite a punch. South of that, we're just baking in the heat. Temperatures in the 90s with sunshine. That heat index still getting up there around 105 to as high as 110 in some cases. In Detroit, with that warm front starting to swing back through. So basically it's a cold front, then it swings back north as a warm front. Later in the weekend, we start to see that heat. So you see that there Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We're going to be looking at highs up around 90. Same for Chicago, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, 90 or better. That's what the thermometer is going to say, but when you factor in the humidity, it feels even hotter than that. That's just the thermometer there for you in Charlotte, 98 degrees, 93 in Wilmington, 90 in Charleston, 92 in Savannah with sunshine, 90 in Atlanta, Georgia. Then we got scattered showers and storms along the Gulf. Again, there could be some really heavy rain with some of these and a potential for even some street flooding. 101 the high today in Dallas. All right, here's a look at the extended temperature outlook, and it's a hot stretch of weather. I don't see any breaks here through most of the 7-day forecast. Anything, maybe the only improvement we have is mid-90s, but at least up near the century mark this weekend and for the start of next week for much of the southeast. Now in Fort Lauderdale, we got some showers and storms this morning that are moving on shore, so a couple of those, but then it looks dry, sunny, and hot. And I guess the better way to put it, and I put it here, is that it's rain-free because it's still very humid, so that temperature only tells you half the story. It feels hotter than what the thermometer says. Near 90 here through the weekend, probably climbing into the 90s for the middle of next week. All right, that's your Friday morning weather update. I hope everyone has a terrific weekend. And remember that as long as you want there to be, there will always be a 100% chance of good things.